everybody. It's the underwheel Scotch tape baby. We're going to put you under Mama. Okay? We're going to see how this goes. We'll keep you posted. Let's see how this has turned out, guys. Ooh. We got some funky town up in here. I want you to take a look at our elderberry. I cannot get over this. Just fantastic. Beautiful, beautiful. This is your flower, your elderberry flower. Elderflower. Aren't they beautiful? Look how this is all coming out. Now, after this blooms, you can take the blooms and you can do all sorts of things with them. But once they go away and they start forming into berries, and you start seeing berries, we're going to have to put netting up on this because, as you know, if you have elderberry, the birds adore them just like we do. Okay, it is hot to trot out here today. We're 90 degrees. We're not supposed to get any rain. We might get some thunderstorms tomorrow. By the way, guys, welcome to Appalachia's Homestead. We're going to talk about a few things. Guys, we hit 300,000 subscribers today. There is no way on the planet I can ever thank you enough. 8 years in the making. We do what we love. We say what we think. And we just show you the life that we live. This is what we do here. And I just want to thank you for the years and years of support. And for all of you new subscribers, we welcome you to our home. All right, so I don't know how much work I'm going to be able to do this afternoon because I'm telling you, it's getting really hot. See, this is the thing. You can get up really early. In my case, I get up pretty early, get the husband off to work. I do a lot of things around the house, and then I try to do some things with y'all online, and then I do all of my animals, and then by then I have to come back and do some more things with the house, you know, eat a little something. And now we're dealing with the gardens. But see, now that we're getting so hot into summer now, some of this has to be done as far as schedule has to be rearranged, or basically I have to wait till later in the evening. So watering needs to be done early in the morning. We got a lot of rain up until, I don't have to water until probably tomorrow, and we're gonna see if it rains, but I'm gonna water anyway. But everything's just thriving. Look at these tomatoes doing great. And my sweet potatoes are coming back. So the other day I told you how those rabbits, I'm pretty sure it's a rabbit, got in here and snapped off my sweet potatoes. Look, see where it's snapped off right there? It's actually, they are regenerating. So they're regenerating. And so I'm going to leave them be. I put Cora, my Anatolian shepherd, up here, and I think that's kind of sent the message. So there's the sweet potatoes. Look here. Cucumbers everywhere starting to take off. This is wonderful. I put my cucumbers and my squash, and a lot of my items are actually direct seed, grown by just seed, just sow them in the ground, baby. And so a lot of people may have cucumbers already up, but they may have bought them as already established plants, or they established them earlier. I just direct sow, and works like a charm. So I like to work off of mounds if I can for any of my squash, pumpkins, zucchini, things like that. And what I do is I build literally a mound, and then I like to put in, depending on what it is, usually 3, I'll do 3 seeds. So I actually put in 3 here so that I can at least choose from 2 whole plants. That's the idea here. So you can see on this one, I got 2. And over here on this one, which is another mound, same situation. See, it's poking up here. So 2. So remember that when you are, putting things in by seed, growing from seed, sometimes you have to put a little extra in to get the number you want. Okay, I'm just kind of gathering, looking around. Tomatoes are doing good. Oh yeah, tomatoes are doing great. So we need to get in here and pull some unwanted items, trim some more things up. I'm going to be fertilizing. What you saw in that bucket down there is my banana peel fertilizer. I did a video on that probably 5 or 6 years ago. You can use banana peels. They are wonderful. Have a whole video. I'll link it here, the banana peel fertilizer. I also added comfrey because I grow comfrey. Been growing comfrey for many years now. Old Alabama gardener got me started with that. Bless his heart. Thank you, OAG. And we were able to bring a bunch down here. So I grow my own comfrey. And I also do my used spent coffee grounds. I don't drink a whole lot of coffee. In fact, I'm pulling myself back off of it right now. But for a couple of days last week, I made some small pots of coffee, and I put that in there as well. So that's been stewing and brewing, baby. So the plants will be getting some wonderful natural fertilizer. It works. So I'm going to step away from the garden area for a minute because my boys are helping me outside, so they're kind of making some racket getting their chores done. But I want to talk to you about something because I really want you to think about this, and a lot of you already have. And because I think a lot of us probably haven't experienced what I'm about to talk about, you need to take it really serious. What are you going to do when they demand you take care of them? That's right. I'm going to use the word demand. And the reason I'm bringing this up is because this morning, so first of all, let me tell you right now, if you've been with me for a long time, thank you for your support. If you've come to the channel over the last 10 minutes, 24 hours, a couple of weeks, thank you for being here. And we appreciate your support. I can't thank you enough. So I want you to consider what I'm saying because I'm not trying to be ugly to someone. This person I don't know if this, it does not say this person is a subscriber, but clearly she watches my channel. And the statement, I'm going to be generic, she basically, one of her comments came through. I get a lot of comments, okay? And I try very, very hard to read at least most of the comments. I try to, depending on the situation, at least give you a heart or comment back. Sometimes I just absorb what you're saying and we go from there, okay? Because I will say this about myself, and if you've been here long enough, then you know, we live and do the life that we tell you that we do and try to share with you. There's no fluff here. There is no set here. There is no fakery here. Okay, so when we talk about planting sweet potatoes and I try to advise you on it, I'm doing that. When I talk about using oxygen absorbers in long-term food storage, I do that. I don't just Google something, and try to just give you a news update today. Not that there's anything wrong with that, because I know there's a lot of channels right now that's their thing, and it's like more of an informational channel, and that's good, and they let you know that. But what I'm saying is when it comes to the whole notion of trying to be self-sufficient, homesteading, raising animals, homeschooling, folks, we've been doing this a long time. So it's interesting to me that somebody thinks that they can sort of try to demand me to do something. That doesn't work very well here. That doesn't work with me at all. That doesn't work with most women in general. But what I picked up on is this, and it's another female, ironically. She was trying to demand, basically, that I answer her questions. And she was sort of manipulative in her language. I'm going somewhere with this, so listen up. She was manipulative in her language in that somehow I guess I'm choosing to not answer her. Well, honestly, I don't know what questions she's asked. I've never seen her. Like I said, there's no tick on her. A tick. I'll have a tick on me here in just a second. But there's no little red mark to tell you. So she's not a subscriber is what I'm trying to tell you. But she was demanding how I should answer her questions and trying to help her in being more self-sufficient. I'm sorry, ma'am. It's not up to me to make you self-sufficient. It's not up to me to make you anything, just like it's not up to anyone here to make me anything, okay? That's my choice, and that is my calling, and that is my responsibility for myself. So I just want to say that didn't work very well. I don't mind people asking for opinions and input and suggestions, but to assume that I'm purposely ignoring you or to assume that I don't care because I've missed your comments is a little bit low. But, you know, I absorbed that for about 20 seconds in my mind because I thought about this the other day. All of the people that are going to be very soon, maybe, demanding, not asking, demanding that you, the little ant over here, you know, the story of the grasshoppers and the ant, the precious working hard-working ant. What are you going to do when they try to make demands on you? The reason I'm making this leap from what this lady was saying to me and how she was talking to me. Now, granted, I understand that we are on social media. We have to be careful about how we read and interpret things. I get it. I understand. Sometimes I've even seen where I've made a video about something and I try to wink at you and smile and do this or that to let you, read between the lines or understand what I might be saying. Sometimes it just goes over people's heads and you can't help them, and God love it and bless their hearts. But so, it is what it is. You can't help it. But so, I'm not on fire or mad at this lady. In fact, I really don't care because obviously it's not working out real well. I'm not going to be demanded and manipulated, just as you shouldn't be. No one should make demands on you and manipulate you to do something that someone else should be doing for themselves. But when they show up at your doorstep, this is where my mind's going. So when your friends that aren't doing anything right now, and every one of us has that, right? Don't you? I know, don't you? And or when your second or third cousin who doesn't do anything, shows up or calls you. I don't know. And I think the first time around, I've seen this with people already, okay? I've seen people right now trying to take advantage of doers. You're a doer. At least I'm giving you credit to be. You're here. We like to call our crowd you're a doer, honey. You're not a talker. You're a doer. And I've seen this with people recently. For people that I do know that are, but they're taking it out and dragging it home, honey. And just working really hard, not only in their normal life in terms of working a job, being a good person, whatever, but they're preparing their home, their homestead, their sustainability, trying to prepare right now for anything that we think is coming for most people. Even if you are, if you feel like you've done a pretty decent job, it's a lot of work right now. So what I'm telling you is for those of us that are raising the kids, milking the cow, working the 9 to 5, doing the laundry, trying to take care of our children, trying to be good citizens, and then encouraging others to buy their 5 cans a week and doing all the things that you and us as a community are doing. We're working several jobs. We're not just working one, and you know it as well as I do, and God bless your heart. I know you are. But these people that are like, having a margarita and going to the beach and whatever and aren't doing anything, well, some of them are waking up, which is a good thing. But the problem is, how active are they? Because just because you know something is happening, or it's not about you just knowing. It's about your booty being on fire and getting up and getting something done today. Okay? So there's going to be a problem with that. And I know, listen, I know that a lot of comments are going to come and say, I've told them, I've warned them, I ain't doing nothing with them anymore. But what are you going to do when they show up? Seriously, think about that. Don't just pop off an answer. You can. It's not going to change the reality of the situation when it happens. What are we going to do? What are you going to do? What are you and your spouse going to do? What are y'all going to do when they show up? And, like I said, the first time or two, like I've seen, they are kind of sweet, need help and, blah, 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 blah. But yet they're expecting the doer to do. And when that doesn't work out, see, because this is how this scenario that I'm talking about, it hasn't happened to me, but someone close to me it has. So when it didn't quite work out with their family members, this person wasn't being played. This person knew that he or she was pretty much being played. It's like, listen, I've been telling these people for years. I have been telling these people, I would help them with their situation. But see, now they're wanting to come into my dwellings and take advantage of all the things that I've spent my money on, all the things that I'm physically working on, all the things that I'm feeding and raising and doing. They're wanting to now feed off of me. So this person kind of pushed back and was nice. I was like, mm-mm. Well, then, they come back. They're not as nice when they come back. Even if it's family, they may be the worst ones. So the question is, What are you going to do? Because I sat there when I thought this lady who I've never seen before, there is no picture, there is no description, she's not even a subscriber. I'm not trying to be mean here, but she is virtually demanding that I be at her beck and call, answering her questions on sustainability. And if she's willing to do that to me through YouTube, what's she gonna do to her sister, her brother, her son, her daughter-in-law, her neighbor, her cousin, or preacher? Those are the people you're gonna have to watch out for. So it's time to get in here and till the edges and to weed and do a lot of things over this evening. But I want you to look here. This is Cherokee wax beans that I planted and seed saved from last year. I've got a whole nice row started right here. Look up here. Didn't make it all the way. Got to right here because I ran out of my seeds that I seed saved from, right? So all the rest of the way, all the way to the end here, look, I even put my little redneck rock right there. That's the end of my row, y'all. But look, none of them came up. I got a seed packet of Cherokee wax beans, the bush. Look, none of the rest of them have come up. Only the ones that I seed saved from. All right, so it looks like all of my okra is coming up, and so are my Roma 2s right there, which are more than 15 feet apart from the Cherokee wax. So we just got to get in here now. Everything's coming up good. Get in here and get some good maintenance going, work on the corn, and get the fertilizer going as well. So you can see right here, I can't see the camera. It's so bright right now. Some of my initial potatoes are starting to fall over. We have about 2.5 weeks left on them. I've already been pulling a few and they are beautiful. But you can see, so I did them I did the first 3 rows together, and so these have not collapsed yet. And then I did some more 2 weeks later. So by July 4th-ish, I should have all of my potatoes up. So, doing good so far. So guys, real quick, Mama is doing great. The little Scotch tape baby in my previous video is the one to the bottom left. See, it's back to you. It's the yellow one with the little black spot. It's got a little black spot on its back and one on its head. And it hatched. I let it dry out in the incubator, and then last night about 11 p.m. I came out and I put it right underneath Mama with the rest of the babies. She doesn't know the difference. Look at, there it is right there. The other baby, look at him. The other baby that we candled is hatching right now, literally. So hopefully it's going to have a successful hatch, and then I'll let it dry today, and then tonight again at 11 p.m. what I will do is come out and put that baby right underneath Mama Clarice, and then she will officially have 1 dozen little cutie pies. All right, guys, I'm going to put down the camera, get on my ball cap, and we're gonna get out here and get working today, take a break, and then come back this evening. A lot of work to do. Please understand that if I don't respond to you, it's not to be ugly. It's simply because I didn't see your comment, or because, guys, we're working really hard right now, like a lot of you, and sometimes we have to pick or choose what we're doing. I have to get my chores done. I've got to take care of my farm. But just understand that I can never thank you enough for your support, for this community, and for all the things that you inspire me to talk about, which is the truth. And we all want to thrive. We all want to take care of our families and feed our babies, right? Right? So think about what I said. I don't have the answer for you. And I know a lot of people are going to make suggestions. And I think that I welcome that. This is why I encourage you to talk as much as you can, so that you know you have given as many warnings to people as possible. You've tried to communicate with people. You've tried to inspire people. So I do encourage you to be loving, but I do encourage you first and foremost to take care of you and take care of what's yours. And because that's what you owe, is taking care of you. If you're taking care of you, you will be able to, in turn, help people at least to a point. But understand, They need to be taking care of themselves as well. It's a give and take. So remember what I said. Think about these things very seriously, because I think with the way things are rolling right now, June 1st, we could be into some very interesting times in just a few short weeks. Take care of yourself. Love you. Share, like, subscribe. Thank you so much, and we'll see you on the next video.